welcome to In the Studio, and I am getting started on the 2022 Marty Fine Art Christmas card. This year I am going to go with an element that I had in last year's card, and that's kind of how I like to do this, is one element leads to the next one. And in last year's card I had a magpie, and this year I am going to incorporate something like this, two magpies in flight. This is just a guide, and I think I'm going to also use the idea of a winter scene in the Grand Tetons, the Cathedral Group, and the card itself will be a vertical, so it'll open like a book, and I will add my little hint of what next year's element is going to be. There's an old Irish nursery rhyme in which magpies, 1 for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl, 4 for a boy, and it goes on and on up to 10. And so the idea is having 2 magpies, 2 for joy, joyful Christmas, that idea. Here we are, it's August, we are out in about 85-degree weather, and we are far away from winter right now, and we are nowhere near Wyoming. We are in Chicago, but that doesn't matter. That's the magic of art. So let's get started with a very rough pencil outline. We'll see if I like this and if we will continue with this theme. I have to be very careful to make sure that the magpies are not drowned out by or overwhelmed by the Grand Tetons. And so that's where we're at. Let's see what happens. So I'm bringing you in closely just to kind of see where I'm going right here. It almost looks like a paint by number kind of idea, but what I'm trying to establish right now is just some guidelines for light and shadow based on just what this picture looks like. I'm only using the picture purely as a reference. My feeling about it is with mountains and with the Grand Tetons, what's really important is to get the shape, especially of the Grand Tiwanaut and Mount Owen. These three sisters, if you will, they have a very distinctive shape. However, once you kind of get this, I guess the best way I could say is this is probably one of the most painted, most photographed mountain ranges in the world because it's just so dramatic. So already you can tell from just looking that it's fairly dramatic. So let's keep going. A lot more to do. So I just want to show you I'm working away on the first magpie. Very cool bird. Much more, the western magpie, turns out that the iridescence, something that I didn't realize these birds possessed. Beautiful iridescence on their wings. And right now my whole goal is to just kind of rough, then I will continue to sort of refine. Rough, then refine. Rough, refine.